Hey everyone and welcome back to Magicked. So today is day 41 of our 100-day upload challenge, and today's trick is a little bit different. It's actually related to something I learned in school. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. And if you haven't seen the rest of the videos in this series, link to playlist down in the description below. Alright then, let's get right into today's video. Alright, so for today's video, I actually wanted to do something a little bit different. So today's trick is going to be related to a topic that we actually learned about in school, which is atoms and molecules. Now, atoms are the basic building blocks of all matter. They're present in every object around us, and they're actually grouped together in the form of molecules. And the thing is, there are actually spaces in between the molecules of different objects. For example, if you were to take something like a playing card, which is solid, there's very little space in between the molecules of a playing card, right? So that's why it's solid. But on the other hand, if you were to take something like water, which is a liquid, there's a lot more space in between the molecules of water, which means it can, flow freely. Of course, if you take something else like air, which is a gas, there's even more space, right? So they can just move around as they please. So I'm going to be showing you something interesting using those concepts. Now you can see I have a deck of cards here, all random and mixed up. And you see I also have this other card here, which is actually from a different deck, just so you can tell them apart. And it has this fold in it, as you can see. We'll get back to this in a second, just leave it right there. Now, I could have someone pick a card, but it really doesn't matter because molecularly speaking, they're all the same. But I guess we'll just go for a random one. So in this case, it is the two of diamonds. Alright. So here's what we're going to do with the two of diamonds. We're going to take this card, which is the three of hearts, which has that fold in it, right? So we're going to fold it up, as you can see, and we're going to take that two of diamonds and we're going to put it straight into the fold like so. Alright, now here's the interesting part. Okay, we are just going to focus on this fold alone. Okay, now obviously playing card, very little space in between the molecules, but what if I could actually use a little bit of magic to expand the space between the molecules slowly? You should see that actually if I push down here now, the card actually starts to go through, which is kind of weird. As you can see, it just starts melting through the other card. Can you see that? It's weird, isn't it? This is not a trick. I'm actually just using those concepts of, the space between the molecules. As you can see, it's passing right through the fold in the card. That's because, you expand the space, right? So it's not behaving as a solid anymore. Now I can just push straight through and it'll just melt right through just like that. But the funny thing is we can actually cause the molecules to come back together and solidify, right? So then nothing actually happens to this card, and of course nothing happens to this one either, which is something cool you can do using the properties of molecules.